So after my video blew up, it got a couple of interesting comments, and for that I am going to be responding to the criticism as maturely as possible. So first off, you're gay, you're retarded, you're gay and retarded. You you actually have a point. Okay, so this guy actually makes a fair point over here, and that I brought up the right-wing side a bit more. Originally, this video was meant to be just me making fun of Nyara and then Elf and Psyop and leave it at that. But then one thing led to another, and then it led me to discover more and more about the Nux situation. And I thought, I could make this a separate video, and I did think of that, but then I decided to put both of them together. Which, fair enough, yeah, it is kind of unfair how I did throw off the balance a bit, with me making fun of one person and then me making fun of another person. Which is gonna be just Alfred Psyop and then Nyara, and that's it. But even then, I feel like I've kind of realized with the many comments I'm getting of these people defending one side, is that for some reason the right is coddled, and that me criticizing these people for merely defending a pedophile is bad. And speaking of said creators, that's what shocked me the most, that a bunch of these creators, like Kirsch, Leaflet, Aspen, and Tectone, are willing to, for some reason, take a bullet for Nux, for whatever reason. And listen, I know you're smart, so bear with me. Do you agree that Nux, what he did, was wrong? And the fact that many of these creators that are defending this guy are wrong for doing this? You can't tell me that they're not wrong. There is plenty of videos out there. And a fucking Kiwi Farms thread. The same Kiwi Farms that are used to call out plenty of lol cows that for some reason many people treat as an absolute good source. But all of a sudden, when it's one of their own catching the fucking heat, they turn around and say Kiwi Farms is the worst thing to ever happen. And apparently not only that, but the Leaflet chick I talked about last, who was also one of Nux's defenders, apparently did the same thing in her own server. So please, just tell me, are you seriously willing to excuse that? There's plenty of lefty VTubers that I fucking hate that ended up being outed as groomers and pedos themselves. But then why is it that it's okay with this guy? This is one of the reasons I stopped watching these people in the first place, is because they kept defending Nux. And now you're telling me it's okay. I mean, I thought these people were the types that call out the left for defending groomers in their side, for always doing that same thing. And I was on their side for that. I agree that the left is harboring too many fucking suspicious people just because they're gay or trans. And I'm tired of that shit. But you mean to tell me that it's fine for us to excuse these people for having a pedophile in their goddamn community just because they're right wing? I'm sorry, but I don't swing that way, and I'm not gonna play those games too. Now, I will say, you are correct that I probably should have talked more about the left too, and realistically, I should have made the Nux stuff a separate video. You're correct on that, I do agree. But please, just fucking tell me, when is it gonna fucking stop with these people just making excuses for Nux? They're just sweeping it under the rug, pretending like nothing's happening. No one's saying a goddamn word. And them saying, oh, well, he beat the case, he beat the allegations. No, he fucking didn't. Nux, at the moment, is still not exempt from the stuff he's done. Okay, I'm not here to hear that argument, or people say, oh, you're just scared because of the hentai. You're crying because of the hentai content, bro. It's just hentai, bro. Grow some balls. Like, no, bro. No. This guy is a fucking creep, and he needs to be fucking stopped. End of discussion. That's pretty much it. So, if this is the hill you want to die on, all the times you've called out pedos and stuff like that are actual scum of the earth, I support that. I support that you should kill your local pedophile. But if we're just gonna turn a blind eye to Nux just because he's on our side, then yeah, fuck that. Consider me a fucking centrist. Call me a wokey. Call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't like it when the trannies do it. I don't like it when people who are straight do it either. So call me a hypocrite all you want. I'm not backing down from this. So either you agree with me that what these people are doing by defending Nux are wrong, or you can suck my dick.